Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode, the topic that we will be discussing is that the project to monitor animal health launched. So a project which will monitor the animal health. So basically what happened during the time of COVID, from which the economy is still recovering and the health infrastructure of the world is still recovering, and we lost lakhs and lakhs of lives during that time. So it brought in front of us a major problem, and that is the health infrastructure of the world. So in that respect, and in the view that in future we need to be pandemic ready, so from the aspect of the animals, a project has been launched to monitor the health of the animals and to see that whether they are pandemic ready or not. So first of all, the points of discussion. First we will be looking at the news. Then what is the project, what is the timeline of that project, why the project is needed, what will be the outcome of the project, and in the end prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from general studies paper 3, and that is basically about animals. It can also be a part of livestock also. Now the news talks about project to monitor animal health launched. How the animal health will be monitored, and what are its objectives and how the funding will come. So Drishti IAS has come up with a IAS GS foundation course which will be covering both prelims and mains in an offline mode in English medium. So if you want to be taught by the best faculties, so this is the right opportunity for you. So in Indore, the batch is starting on 13th of November 3:30 p.m. and in Delhi the batch is starting on 26th of November 6 p.m. So if you have any query, give us a call at 8010440440. So let's begin. So the central government has recently launched a project to better monitor animal health for prevention of future pandemics. So if in future anything like COVID or any kind of pandemic appears, and if there are any kind of chances, so we need to take lessons from the COVID pandemic and we need to prevent. We need to do things which can prevent things or prevent bad things from happening. So the monitoring of the animal health needs to be done in that respect. So the name of the initiative it's a lengthy name. So Animal Health Security Strengthening in India for Pandemic Preparedness and Response Initiative. So this is the complete name of the initiative. It is a lengthy name. Animal health security strengthening in India. So animal health needs to be strengthened in India for pandemic preparedness and response. So if any kind of pandemic comes in the future, so if there any kind of chances of future pandemic, then the animal health strengthening and animal health preparedness needs to be done in advance. And it is launched by the Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. And now if we will talk about the project, so what is the aim of this project? The aim is to enhance the country's capacity to prevent, detect and respond to animal health threats. So if any health threat is there with regard to animals, so that can be prevented. It means prior precautions can be taken with regard to it. Better detection needs to be done, because if things is detected at a right time, then the future prospect becomes better. Then respond, or how to deal with that particular disease, or how to deal with that particular threat, it becomes easy. So prevention, detection and respond with regard to animal health threats. Animal is the main word and then health is the main word. So how to deal with animal health, how to monitor animal health, how to monitor animal health. So animal and health are two basically the most important words. Then it is approved by the pandemic fund. Now what is a pandemic fund? So the pandemic fund is created by the G20 countries in the year 2022 under Indonesia presidency. So this fund has been approved by the pandemic fund, and the purpose of this fund is to assist low and middle income countries in strengthening their capacity to identify, report and contain future pandemics. So this is basically the purpose, that low income countries and middle income countries who do not have much financial capability to work for themselves or to work for better technology so that they can develop something which can work in a better technological way or can help them in future with regard to detection of any kind of future problem or future disease. So the middle income countries or the low income countries, they do not have that much of financial assistance or financial capability. So they need assistance from outside. So to give them that assistance, this pandemic fund has been approved, and this has been approved by the pandemic fund, and the purpose is to assist low and middle income countries in strengthening their capacities to identify, report and contain future pandemics, so that the identification of the pandemic can be done at a very starting of the stage, so that that can be prevented, and then report can be made so that what can be done and what cannot be done can be seen, and then whether it can be contained or not, or whether it is under the capacity of the present organization that the pandemic can be stopped or not at the right time. Then the first investment round. So the investment round took place, and within the first investment round, the fund has mobilized around 2 billion US dollars, and India has also received a chunk from the fund. And from India, the proposal was sent by the Union Animal Husbandry Department, and that proposal made it to the final list, and it will be receiving the funding of 25 million US dollars. 25 million US dollars. Now let us talk about the timeline of the project. So if we will talk about the timeline of the project, then project will work with the help of the implementing agencies, and there are 3 implementing agencies, and these implementing agencies are Asian Development Banks, World Bank and Food and Agriculture Organization, and they will be helping in implementation also, and they can also help in management of the fund also. So this is an important part, and this is the part from where the question can be asked, because the international organization or the international, you can say, bank is also involved in the implementation process. So the 3 implementing agencies are Asian Development Bank, World Bank and Food and Agriculture Organization. And this project is expected to be completed by August 2026. So the deadline or the timeline also you need to remember 2026. Now why the project is needed? What is the need for this project? So the WHO, that is the World Health Organization, it talks about, or it has declared 6 public health emergencies of international concern in the last few years or in the last few decades. Decade means a period of 10 years. And out of these 6 public health emergencies, 5 were zoonotic. What do you mean by zoonotic? Zoonotic means that the disease can be transmitted from animal to human. So from animal to human. And the latest example was COVID-19. And COVID-19 turned into a pandemic and has taken lakhs and lakhs of lives. Then about 2/3 of infectious diseases affecting humans originate from animals. And this is a case. So you can say the African continent is a continent from where many diseases gets originated, because the presence or the connection between the wildlife and the humans are very, very close. So there are very high chances that the disease can be transferred from animals to humans. Then it is necessary to focus on animal health security as part of future pandemic preparedness, because if the animal health will be good, then the zoonotic diseases chances will also lessen. Then India, with 536 million livestock and other animals, requires measures to prevent and manage infection outbreaks. Now India, because of its very large population, also need to pay extra caution on this part, because in India the chances of spreading of the disease becomes very, very high. Next is the outcome of the project. So what will be the outcome of this project? So 5 key outputs expected from the project. 5 key outputs would be: first, augmentation of laboratory systems and vaccine manufacturing facilities. Second, strengthening of surveillance and early warning systems. Now early warning systems play a very important role because they can help in lowering down the damage. Third, development of human resource capacity and competency. Fourth, strengthening of data systems, analytics, risk analysis and risk communication. Or fifth, addressing cross-cutting institutional capacity gaps at national and regional levels. So these are the outcome of the project. So if the project works well, so these are the projected outcomes of this project. Now this can also be asked, or this can be written in the mains examination. So this is basically a point which is important from the mains respect, that what is the outcome, what is the aim, what is the purpose, all these things. While the implementation agencies and other things can be asked in the prelims. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ for you, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. The project will work with the help of 3 implementation agencies: Asian Development Bank, World Bank, or Food and Agriculture Organization, or all of the above. Easy one, we have discussed this in the video. So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.